Hi guys, how have you been? Hope you're doing okay, hope you're doing good. So quick one, this video is going to be a very chaotic one because my client here was talking all through the video. We were all talking all through the video, so just bear with me, but just keep watching and hope you learn a thing or two. So first off, I used the micellar water from Blossom and I wiped her face. You can see the amount of dirt that came out. So off camera I did her skin prep. That's the moisturizer, sunscreen, moisturizer, serum, and finally the primer before going to this foundation. So the foundation I'll be using today is from NARS, and I'm using the shade New Caledonia, and I mix it with Macao to get this particular shade. I didn't like have her particular shade in NARS, so I just had to mix to get this shade for her, and it's giving me the coverage that I want, and it was very soft and on the skin. Honestly, yeah, it might be a little pricey, but if you can get it, please get it because it's actually worth the price. So I'm just taking my time blending this. If you notice today I'm not using my brush, I'm rather using a beauty blender, and you can see how it came out on the skin, very smooth, and it's actually easy, and it came out actually very nice. So I went in with highlighting her under eye. So the concealer I'm using today is from Nuban Beauty, and I think I'm using the shade 43043 to achieve this look. So I used it to brighten her under eyes because we don't want the under eyes to appear dark. So I'm just going to take my time and then blend this all out. So you just want to take your time and blend this process because this process is very important. If you don't blend it properly and there are harsh lines, the moment you set it, it stays like that, and it's going to make the face to appear patchy, and you don't want that. So take your time with this process. So I went in to highlight the rest of her face, which is her nose, her jaw, and her forehead. And as I'm applying this, I'm blending it immediately because this concealer dries really fast. So next on, I went in with my blush, my liquid blush, still from Nuban Beauty, and this liquid blush is like the truth. Like you see how tiny I put on that cheek, and the way it's just popping, I don't just understand. So I'm just going to do the other side of the cheek just so you watch. I just put just a very tiny little amount, and it went a long way. So I'm just going to apply this blush on the apex of her cheek. That's all we need for her face, and yeah, that's it. That's just basically it. So now I'm about to set the under eye. So I want her to look up. So I'll tell her to look up, and then while I blend the under eye, the creasings that would have been as a result of her eye movements, we're just going to blend all of that out before we go into this setting powder. So the first setting powder I'm going to use is from Mira Cosmetics, and is in the shade Ginger. So Ginger is like the brightest, and I just wanted to get that bright under eye effect. So I'm just going to apply Ginger at the beginning of the under eye. Then next up, I went in with another shade in Cinnamon. It has like kind of yellowish or olive undertone. So I'm just going to use to complete the rest of the face, and that is just it basically. So just highlight the center of the nose, the jaw, and every other place I apply concealer, that is where I'm going to apply. So now we are done with that. I went in with contouring the nose. So today I'm just going to use a powder contour, nothing much, just a powder contour, and we are good. So, and I'm doing the same thing on the cheek, just putting a powder contour on the cheek, and yes, we're just good to go. Now we're done with that, I went in with brows. Funny enough, I usually don't do my brows online. I usually don't do my brows on YouTube for people to watch, but today I'm just doing it. So I'm just using the brow gel from Hager and Esther. Sorry, my head got into this clip. I didn't know how to get it off, so I'm just basically just outlining her brows, and I'm using the brow gel from Hager and Esther to outline her brows first. After applying the brows, I filled it in, and I'm just trying to conceal it. So now we're trying to conceal the brows. You are going to take your time to do this part, because the clearer your brows are, the cleaner the line of your brows are, the better for you. Because if the line of your brows are not clean, then the brows would not look clean at all. So, but before that, we are going to gently fill in the brows, because we just outlined the brows and we need them to be filled in. So I'm just taking my time to fill in the brows. Then I went in with the concealer. So I'm using the same concealer I used for the under eyes, which is Urban Beauty, and I'm just going to use that for the center part of the brows. That's all I'm going to be needing for these brows. I'm going to use the Urban Beauty concealer in the shade 043, and I'm going to use just this amount in the center of the brows, and that's where I just want to be highlighted. Then I think to complete the brows, I went in with her shade of foundation. I went in with the shade of foundation to complete the brows. So I used the foundation at the beginning part of the brows and at the end. So the concealer was only used in the middle part of the brows, just to give the brow bone highlight. Then I'm just gently patting my contour shade again, just because I would have lost some of the contour in the process of highlighting the brows. So now it's eyeshadow time, and then I went in with this eyeshadow primer from Beckham Ageless eyeshadow primer, and that's what I'm going to be using for today. So today I think I'm creating like a an orange smoky eye, orange and black kind of. So we're just going in with our first shade of transition. So you want to go light on this, you just want to go light on this first. Then I went in with a black shade of eyeshadow. It's kind of brownish black, and I'm just illustrating what I did on the first eye. I'm illustrating on the other eye, and I hope you get what I mean. So once the dark eyeshadow is on, you just want to take your time to blend properly. Blending is key. So you cannot maneuver this process. You just have to take your time to blend, because if you don't blend, it's not going to come out nice. So you just want to take your time to blend this process. Then we are beginning to go in with the orange shade of the orange eyeshadow that we want to use for this look. I don't know, it's kind of giving me sunset vibes, and I love it. So I'm just going to go in and continue building up. I think this orange eyeshadow was from the one of the palettes I got from Annie's Beauty eyeshadow palettes collection. and it's really good. Like, it's pigmented, you can see for yourself. So I'm just packing all that color on her eyes, and I'm just going to blend the edges, making sure that there are no harsh lines and there are no creasings. Harsh lines and creasings are not needed when you are getting your eyeshadow done. In fact, the whole of your makeup, there shouldn't be harsh lines and there shouldn't be creasings, there shouldn't be edges. We don't want any of that, please. Mind you, my model is very beautiful, so I just want to use this opportunity to tell you about something. So if you want to know how to use an app, say you run a business and then you want to know how to use an app to write like a receipt to your customers after they've made full payments or part payments, I'm going to be leaving a number on the screen. So you either give her a call on WhatsApp or you send her a message on WhatsApp. She's going to put you through everything you need to know about creating your own receipts online, even help you with business ads and every other thing that is going to help your business thrive in so many ways. So you just put a call to her or you chat her up on WhatsApp and she will respond to you as quick as possible. So back to what we are saying. So now we had to go in with eyelining, and then we're using the eyeliner from Tehila Cosmetics this time around because we are going to actually smudge out these eyes. So when trying to smudge out the eyes, you don't need like a liquid liner. You actually need either a gel liner or a pencil liner, and it's going to be easier for you to smudge out the eyeliner at the end if you want to get like a smoky effect like I am doing now. So you want to take your time and do this part of the makeup, and I'm smudging out this eyeliner with the help of my eyeshadow from Blossom Cosmetics. Blossom Cosmetics, they do the most, because look at these pigments, these black pigments, and tell me what you don't like about this. Honestly, Nigerian brands are like doing the most. So now we are almost done with this look. So we went in with this lip liner from Issa and Dos. Yeah, Issa and Dos. It's a lipstick, and I always use it as my lip liner, and I'm just going to use it to outline her lip before I put in the main shade of lipstick. So I want to take your time and do this part because it's very important. The way you line your lip will determine how your lip is going to appear. If you outline it, it's going to look big. If you line it inside of the lip line, it's going to look small. So take your time and decide what you want to achieve before you go ahead to line your lip. So yeah, my model is already looking pretty, and I can't lie, she's a very pretty woman. So I went in with this lip stain from Blossom Seal. Yeah, from Blossom Cosmetics, and I can't lie, it's actually really creamy to work with. It was very easy to blend, very creamy to work with, and I have no regrets buying this palette from Blossom, honestly. Yeah, my client is a talker. I mean, we are talking a lot. I'm not going to blame her. So, but for all I know, this makeup came out as nice as I expected it to be. I mean, the video's not even doing justice to what we saw like in person, because this look was giving. It was giving what it was supposed to give. So we're just taking our time to blend out everything, blend the lip lining with the lipstick, making sure that we marry the both colors together. We don't want any lines, we don't want any demarcation, and that is just it. So take your time and do this part. If you notice, we still have our setting powder under the eye, of which I'm going to blend out before we end this video. So I'm going to be using this lip gloss from Elsa Pro for the middle part of the lip, which is kind of pinkish, kind of peach, and I'm just going to use for the middle part of the lips because it just does the work. Honestly, this lip gloss is everything. I don't regret buying it, honestly. I don't regret buying it. So we're just going to take our time and do the lip thing. So next up, I went in with my Avo Cosmetics lip gloss, one of my all-time fave. I mean, I don't know why people are not talking much about this lip gloss, but this lip gloss does exceedingly well. Honestly, the sparkles in it, how lightweight the lip gloss is. I don't know why people are not talking so much about this lip gloss, but this lip gloss is like everything. It's everything. It gives everything that it's supposed to give. So just take your time and do this part. You don't want to be in a haste to get your makeup done. So the same pattern I used to apply my lip liner is the same pattern I used to apply the lip gloss. I don't want to miss any part of this lip liner. I want every part of the lips to be touched by lip gloss. After that is done, I'm just going to gently blend out the under eye, which still has a setting powder on it. So I am not like buffing out heavily. I'm just tapping lightly. I still want some pigments of the powder to still remain there. So I'm just tapping it lightly and taking out the excess. And that is just it. That's just it, and nothing more. For me, if you ask me what's the favorite part of this look, I would say is the eyes, because look at now. Well, the eyes, the lips, everything is just giving. I don't even have favorites, but I don't know. I don't have a favorite. Everything is giving. Everything is giving what it's supposed to give, honestly. So after that is done, I'm just going to apply finishing powder. I'm just going to apply the finishing powder from Blossom Cosmetics, and I'm just going to apply generously all over her face, just to take out any shine that might be on her face. And we're almost done here. I'm just touching every part of the face, making sure that everything is being saturated by the powder. We don't want some places to look greasy while some other place will look dry. So last minute I went in with this pigment from, I think it was from Avo Cosmetics. Yeah, I just used it and then I just pat it in, and it made a difference. It was really pretty. Then I went in with my makeup spray. She looks really gorgeous. Then I tapped in some highlighter. I'm not really a highlighter person, unless the client wants me to do like lots of highlighting, then I will go all out. But if the client is like a very minimalistic person, then I just do the smallest amount of highlighting, because I really do not like highlighting, honestly. So I'm just going to highlight her cheekbones, her forehead, the tip of her nose, and then the bridge of her nose, and that is just it. Then she started tearing up. Imagine, after we were already done with our work, she started tearing up. I think because she coughed, and when she started coughing, she started tearing up. So well, we're going to amend all of that. It's not a problem. And voila, we adjusted the whole thing, and it looked like nothing happened, and we're done. So hope we did well. Please like this video, comment, and subscribe, please. Thank you so much. I love you, and see you some other time. Mwah.